the Atlas Post, SBA's PPP loan, and how to get approved with a felony and the new form. The Paycheck Protection Program was extended until August 8th, 2020, and is set to expire within the next few days. That is, unless it is extended in the next stimulus package, which the House and Senate are determined to finalize by August 8th, so they can begin their summer recess. And yes, we would love it if you would take a moment now to give us a thumbs up, like the video, and then subscribe so you'll have the latest updates. Today, I'm going to share with you a question about the PPP plus the new form. And the question we received via email was, I got denied for PPP because of a 5-year felony conviction, and I heard it went to 1 year. Should I reapply, or will they send approval? This next part I'm going to say is, whether you had a felony or not, if you haven't been approved yet for a PPP loan, reapply. So, yes, that also goes if you have not received a felony conviction. If you have not received a confirmation of your PPP loan, reapply. If you were denied, watch our video with how to get approved. See below in the video description. Now, according to the Treasury, the look-back period was reduced from 5 years to 1 year to determine eligibility for applicants, and this was for the SBA's policy programs for the PPP. So this applied to determine eligibility for applicants or owners of applicants who, for non-financial felonies, have number 1, been convicted, number 2, pleaded guilty, 3, pleaded nolo contendere, or 4, been placed on any form of parole or probation, including probation before judgment. So those are for non-financial felonies. For financial felonies, or the period remains 5 years for felonies involving fraud, bribery, embezzlement, or a false statement in a loan application or an application for federal financial assistance. And the exact details from the treasury.gov site is regarding eligibility requirements, and it says the first interim final rule provided, among other things, that a PPP loan will not be approved if an owner of 20% or more of the equity of the applicant has been convicted of a felony within the last 5 years. So that they changed to 1 year, but notice it does have on there that's the owner of 20% or more of the the entity that you're requesting the PPP loan. Describe it once again. An owner of 20% or more of the equity of the applicant is incarcerated. This makes you ineligible for the PPP loan. Is that an owner of 20% or more of the equity of the applicant is incarcerated, on probation, on parole, presently subject to indictment, criminal information, arraignment, or other means by which formal criminal charges are brought in any jurisdiction, or has been convicted of a felony involving fraud, bribery, embezzlement, or false statement in a loan application, or an application for federal financial assistance within the last 5 years, or any other felony within the last year. Now, this happens to be the additional revisions to the first interim final ruling, and this is from the treasury.gov website, and the information for it will be included in the description below for the video. But this also has more details regarding the ruling for the PPP loan. And the form, which was updated June 12th, 2020, I'm going to show you the really important parts that would apply. And actually, I'm going to note a couple other really important ones, which is the applicant or any owner of the applicant presently suspended, debarred, proposed for debarment, declared ineligible, voluntarily excluded from participation in this transaction by any federal department or agency, or involved in any bankruptcy. Notice if you have a bankruptcy, it is an issue. Also, on the next one, number 2, if they've had a guaranteed loan from SBA or any other federal agency that is currently delinquent or has defaulted in the last 7 years, it caused a loss for the government. So notice that if you screw up, if you get the loan and you screw up, it's going to stay with you for a while. In fact, this is one of those loans that stays with you for a very long time, so you just got to make certain it's taken care of. Let's see. And they also do ask you if you've received an EIDL loan. And here's the questions regarding the felonies. Is the applicant or any individual owning 20% or more? So basically, if somebody owns 10%, it doesn't make any difference. But if it's 20% or more of the equity of the applicant subject to an indictment, criminal information, arraignment, or other means by which formal criminal charges are brought in any jurisdiction, presently incarcerated or on probation or parole. Notice they say it again, and they're very, very specific on this. And even though you think that they are bombarded, they do not have enough people to help, it is still very important to be accurate in the information that you put in here, because otherwise it is considered fraud and they can come after you. And if you don't think they're coming after you, just know they are coming after people that are committing fraud. It is a really big issue. In fact, if you notice, it does have, because this is considered a financial fraud, it does still have these on the description right here. Within the last 5 years, a false statement in a loan application or an application for federal financial assistance. So make certain that this is accurate information that you are sharing with them. This, of course, is the PPP borrow application form. They also do have forms for lenders. Also, I'll put the information in the description so you can also find it. Anyway, thanks for supporting the Atlas Post. And please come join us on Patreon or buy me a coffee and show us some love. Yes, also, can you help us out by sharing our videos, liking them, making comments, and of course, checking out our playlist and subscribing for the latest updates. Tap into your news with the Atlas Post and have a joyful day.